Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of the Temperatures Podcast. I'm, of course, your host, Jay, and joining me right now, at least, is just Brian. Tony's stepped out for a bit, but Tony will join us at some point within the recording. But right now, it's just me and Brian, so we're kicking it old school for a bit. How you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm alright. It's been an interesting week, but we're on the other side.
Really excited. I'm really excited for what we're covering this week.
Yeah, same.
Because, you know, at first, we were very kind of nonchalant about it. We reacted to it on Trailer Talk. We're like, this looks kind of cool. We'll definitely check this out. And then we ended up actually watching it a couple days ago as of the recording of this podcast. Mm-hmm. And we were so engrossed in this movie. Mm-hmm. It was like, holy shit. Twists, turns, so much hidden depth to it.
Well, yeah, because just as a quick thing, if you go back and you listen to our thing, the way that we even just watched the trailer, it was kind of like that, where it's like, okay, so this is the typical tale, just in modern day. Wait, they added this? Wait, they added this?
Yeah, no, it's legit. I feel like, specifically for me, they had a whole list of shit Jay likes and just threw it in there and made it work. Like, it's not just haphazard, but like everything I like is in here. And like this is big talk. This is really big talk, but I want it to be recorded on camera, on mic, for posterity, so people can know I said it here first. This has the potential to be the next K-pop Demon Hunter. If people get a hold of this and actually watch this, like, this will be the next K-pop Demon Hunters. And even might end up doing the same thing where K-pop Demon Hunters didn't really get much traction when it first released, but eventually when people start picking it up, it'll just blow up out of nowhere. This is gonna happen.
Yeah, we did mention it on our K-pop Demon Hunters episode, but when that came out, I was like, we were looking at things that are coming out, and I was like, hey, so this movie's coming out, and it's like,
Brian had suggested, and we were just like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting, but maybe.
And then something else came out bigger, and we were like,
it was probably I think it was a Marvel thing.
And we'll cover that instead. And then we slowly heard about people talking about it, and then Jay watched it, and Jay watched it,
and Jay watched it again. Jay listened to the soundtrack. Jay put the soundtrack in his playlist.
And suggested we watch it. And so we watched it, and we watched it, and we covered it.
But yeah, dude, guys, this has the potential to be the next K-pop Demon Hunter. If you are an anime fan, you will love this. If you are an anime fan who happens to love VTubers, you'll love this. And I know you can't really see my avatar up right now. I don't even know why I technically have this. I don't even know why I have this on during recordings. It's just kind of a force of habit because this is audio only. But, you know, if you like VTubers, like yours truly, probably even better ones because they have higher production value, but you'll definitely enjoy this.
If you like idols.
Yep. And
if you like action, I mean, this film has it all.
The world building is crazy too, you guys. Like, there's so much to talk about. Like, I'm telling you, like, we don't normally discuss ratings while we watch a movie, but we sat there and we were like, yo, I think I know what we're gonna give this, which we'll talk about towards the end, obviously. But yeah, needless to say, this shit gets the Champtasia seal of approval. But before we get into talking about it further, we're gonna start the episode off as we usually do by first jumping right into the news with Brian. Take it away, Brian.
So obviously we need to do an in memoriam. This one really caught me off guard. You've probably heard of it, Jay.
Yeah, I think we talked about it when it was when we found out. Tony had mentioned it while we were in call when watching the movie.
Oh yeah, and also during our rivals that we played afterwards.
Yeah.
But Catherine O'Hara passed away at 71.
Yeah, and sad.
Damn.
She will be missed.
I mean, you look at this woman's career. I mean,
yeah. Let's go through a little bit of her filmography in case people aren't familiar with her game.
The first big one that comes to mind has to be Home Alone.
Yeah, she's the pigeon lady.
No.
I thought, she wasn't the pigeon? I thought she was the pigeon lady.
She was Kevin's mom.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Which, if you go back and you look at the first move, all the shit that the mom did to get back to Kevin.
Yeah, everybody talks about how Kevin's family is shitty. His mom cared.
Yeah, his mom, hitchhiked with a band and hippies with John Candy randomly.
Yep.
But yeah, sorry, I'm actually looking it up. She got her start really with SCTV.
I don't know what that is.
It is a sketch show like SNL, that was out in the 70s. Had a lot of famous people in it, like Eugene Levy.
Oh shit.
John Candy, Catherine O'Hara, several other people, Rick Moranis.
Saw a lot of people that would eventually become SNL cast members.
Well, kinda, and people that became like icons of that time. Which the funny thing is for those that don't know, Catherine O'Hara was an SNL cast member for a week.
Oh, interesting.
What had happened was the OG original crew had left, and they were trying to rebuild it. And she was one of the people that they brought on because at the time she was still a part of SCTV, but they didn't know if they were going to be renewed or not. So she joined SNL, but after doing a week of SNL, she found out SCTV got renewed, and she was like, I gotta stick with my
home
comedy
crew.
family.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So she went back to SCTV, which, I mean, the fact that you gotta have some cojones to give up SNL.
Yeah, especially during that time period.
Yeah.
For sure.
But she did a lot of movies at that time. Beetlejuice was a big one.
Yep.
People forget this, but she was in the Dick Tracy movie.
Oh shit. Well, people forget the Dick Tracy movie in general. Oh, a Wild Tony appeared.
Yep.
Hi, Tony.
Yay. Hey, Tony. And one thing that I didn't realize is she also has an extensive voice acting career.
Oh, really? I didn't know Catherine O'Hara did voice acting.
Yeah, her biggest one was Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, yeah.
But, and she's been doing a lot of, like, jumping ahead to more modern stuff. She was in Over the Hedge, if you remember that movie.
I love Over the Hedge. It's one of my favorite underrated CGI classics.
Yeah, she also voiced a role in a movie that we actually covered on the podcast.
Oh.
Wild Robot.
Oh, shit. Which animal was she?
She was the mom porcupine?
Oh, the mom possum?
Possum, sorry, mom possum.
Was she also a possum in Over the Hedge? There were possums in Over the Hedge, because I know one of them was voiced by Avril Lavigne, and then they had the dad. No, there was no mom possum in Over the Hedge.
I don't know.
The father was William Shatner.
William Shatner and Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
But she also
shit was
voiced
funny.
the grandma in the latest Addams Family animated. But she also did a lot of live action recently too.
Oh, cool.
Like Series of Unfortunate Events, the TV show. If you remember, she was in that.
Yeah, the one with the one where Neil Patrick Harris was Olaf.
Yep.
I love that version.
Yep. She was in Skylanders, like 26 episodes of the TV show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But of more recent days, the biggest thing that she's known for is obviously, of course, Schitt's Creek.
Yep, that was super popular.
Yeah. But more recently, she's done things like The Last of Us. She was in the latest season, but also she was in The Studio.
Oh, yeah. I watched Studio. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
Yeah. So 71 years old, great career. So apparently they haven't like gotten into full detail, but they say it was a sudden illness. So don't know what it is, but
rest in peace. She will be missed.
yeah. And if you want to cry or get close to it, Macaulay Culkin did like a tribute post online.
Oh man,
basically saying, I thought we would have more time.
I actually just watched a YouTube short where Brenda Song was actually talking about the fact that ever since she was a little kid, one of her Christmas traditions was to watch Home Alone. And so her first Christmas when married to Macaulay, she was, no, I'm not breaking tradition, I'm gonna do it. And he was like, no, I'm not watching it. And so, but she puts it on and he just starts talking about all the behind the scenes stuff. She's like, shut up, you're ruining it, stop it.
Yeah, because he apparently said that his kids can now watch it too. And they have put together that mommy is London from
Zack
Sweet
and
Life
Cody.
of Zack and Cody.
Yep.
But they hadn't yet put together that dad was Kevin.
To be fair, he looks so much different. So, like, totally get it.
Yeah.
Brenda Song has not changed one bit since she was, like, 15.
True.
She, like, solidified into her final form at age 16.
But yeah, apparently she was like Catherine O'Hara was like a second mother to him.
Aw.
Which, if you know his history,
Oh, yeah.
his parents.
His parents were fucking terrible.
Yeah, so he needed a parental figure, and
You know who one of the other parental figures figures in his life was actually Michael Jackson. Yeah, him and Michael Jackson was was very much like a father figure, older brother figure, which is actually where a lot of the original allegations came from, because people thought he was doing stuff with Macaulay Culkin, and Macaulay Culkin was adamant, like, no, he's like my dad.
Yeah, but yeah, Catherine O'Hara, actually, the last time that they like saw each other was she was the one who like spoke at and presented his Walk on the Hollywood.
Oh, that's adorable.
Star. Yep.
Love that.
And while doing that, they actually recreated the shot where she holds his face in her hands. From Alone.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
He like shows the comparison in his like and shows them back to back with his like caption that is really hits you. Like,
oh man,
I get a little choked up even just thinking about it.
Rest in peace.
Indeed, legend.
Oh, 100%.
She will be missed. But moving on. So apparently, this isn't synergy with our current episode today, but it is synergy with something that is being covered right now on the channel.
Nice.
The HBO CEO sat down with, I think it was Deadline. And had a conversation and revealed some like confirmed things and reported things involving the Game of Thrones universe. Some good, some bad. But he did confirm that the Arya and Jon Snow projects are still in the works.
Boo.
They are moving forward with an Aegon's Conquest movie.
A movie. Interesting.
I mean,
it doesn't really need a show. It is just, it does happen very fast. It does, you can do it in a movie. That is true.
I mean, it's the conquest that spans like, how many days was it?
It's like 5 days. 5 days, week top.
Yeah.
And writing that is the dude who created Terminator Zero.
Oh, cool.
The latest Terminator anime.
Yeah, I thought. Wait, isn't that? I want to say no. That's not who I think. I don't think Urabuchi did. I don't think Urabuchi did the Terminator anime. Never mind. What am I thinking?
Well, this guy at least did the writing for that.
No, that's what I was thinking, because Gen Urabuchi is a writer.
Yeah. But it's not him. It's the American who developed it.
Oh.
But the two biggest things is everybody suspected this if you know the source material, but he officially confirmed it. Hot D will end after season 4.
Yep. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. We were right. We called it.
And I don't know if you guys had been hearing about this. I don't know if I told you or not, but you know how originally they were going to do a TV show about the sea snake?
Yeah. Corlys Valerian.
And then the budget was going to be too big.
And then they turned it into an animated, right? Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. Well, reportedly we have a showrunner for it.
Cool.
Gendy Tartakovsky.
Holy shit.
Oh, so you're trying to make me coom.
We about to see some sick bitches in Game of Thrones. Gendy Tartakovsky is about to give everybody, every woman in Westeros, Dexter's mom's hips. It's great.
And from what I've heard, the name of the show is officially called 9 Voyages.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. I'm excited for that. There's been some speculation on how they're going to format the Dunk and Egg series too. They say that they're going to do like 3 eras with 4 seasons on each era, but I don't buy that, because there's not enough material from the actual stories to do all that, because they don't even go through their entire life in all the stories.
Yeah,
we know,
because like the latest one that I remember, at least the latest one that got a comic, was the Winterfell one.
Yeah, George has at least how many of those things, Jay?
It's like 4. It's like
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
4 or 5 of them things.
So,
and they basically explore the entirety of like since it's 100 years in the past. They're like the era where we meet Blood Raven and all that crazy nonsense.
Yep. So like I don't think it's gonna go that deep. I think they could do 4 seasons, 1 season for each story, and that's probably what they're gonna do. But like I don't know where people are getting this weird speculation that they're gonna do stuff for like Dunk and Egg's entire life. Like George hasn't even done all that.
Oh yeah.
Like we know where they die and like, you know, how their lives end, but like, you know, we don't really need all that, because then it's just like
Exactly.
you kind of run into like the Hobbit Lord of the Rings problem with that, because like, you know, like it's cool that you can watch the end of the Hobbit and jump straight into the Lord of the Rings, but is it necessary? No, not really.
Which, by the way, real quick, because that is also fantasy, so it kind of ties into it. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but supposedly Ian McKellen and Elijah Wood are supposedly involved with that new upcoming Gollum TV show, movie.
Interesting.
Like in what capacity though? Because
Sauron doesn't have jack shit to do with Gollum for real. And what does Frodo?
oh, they're like torturing him.
No, Christopher Lee was Sauron.
Yeah, you're right. Christopher Lee was Sauron.
Ian
It
McKellen
was
is
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yeah, Gandalf.
Gandalf.
I don't know why I flipped the two in my head for some reason.
I mean, they're both like boss wizards, so I understand the confusion.
And they're both knighted. They both have Sir in front of their name.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I mean that's cool, I guess. I don't really care.
It doesn't make that much sense.
The reason why people are excited about this new Gollum movie is because it's Del Toro returning.
Yeah, but like Frodo doesn't get involved with Gollum until his whole quest with the ring. So like, why does Elijah Wood need to be here? We already know what happened when Frodo was involved. We saw it.
And
Why did
Why did they bring Legolas into the Hobbit? That's another question. Exactly. They don't need to be doing this.
Also, the more recent example too. This is a minor spoiler for the new Hunger Games. But why did they bring back Katniss and Peeta?
They brought Katniss and Peeta? What?
Yeah.
Where? In what?
Why?
In what?
I don't know.
They have a new Hunger Game?
No, it's in the Sunrise of the Weeping, the Woody Harrelson one.
Oh, well, that makes more sense because they're the ones he trains. That makes sense. I can let that one go because you can flash forward from his story from that movie directly into the Hunger Games, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
That one I'm okay with. Legolas and the Hobbit makes no sense whatsoever. They just added a bunch of random filler.
Actually,
Yeah.
it technically makes sense if you really think about it because his father was the
Yes, but they just added random filler and it wasn't necessary at all.
which,
I think
yes,
the reason why
correct.
they added him, Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
Yes, I think it's mostly the Orlando Bloom.
yeah.
But anyway,
Formerly Mr.
that's
Perry.
it for the news.
Yep. All right. So next up, we are going into Screen Time. Screen Time is, of course, the segment of the podcast where the guys and I talk about the various rabbit holes we have found ourselves in between recording podcast episode. That can be anything from video games, TV shows, movies, manga, anime, and so much more. I'll start us off. I got the guys back into Marvel Rivals a little bit. We had some fun. Me and Tony threw hands. We all went to the disco and had a dance party. A good time.
You want to talk about throw hands though? I was the one who threw hands literally the most.
Oh yeah, because Brian has officially found his main, y'all. He is a Ben Grimm main, which is cool.
It's clobbering time.
Good for Brian. I'm glad Brian has found his main.
Yeah, Brian has found his niche.
I also had a really fun time playing with friend of the show David. Me and David played the other day, and we also went to the disco, and we had the most fun interaction of all time. So we found a Sue dancing by herself, and so like David got on one side of the Sue and turned into Wolverine, and I got on the other. I got on the other side of the Sue and turned into Namor. And then the funniest thing happened. Reed walked up, and then he sat down in the chair. Like, you know how they have couches? You know how they have couches on the disco? He walked up, and then he walked and sat in the chair.
He did not sit in the fuck chair.
I wish I had recorded that. I wish I had recorded that shit. I wish David was here. No, David. Look. Next time we hang out with David, you can ask David. Me and David laughed our asses off. He's like, "Oh my god, we didn't even have to tell him he's in on it."
Namor I get, but
Hey, Wolverine is the midget murder sex machine. Okay, Wolverine definitely is a Mr. Steal Your Girl candidate.
I mean, according to one individual, that's like, he may be of the community when it comes to laying, but he's not like the master of the top 5 of community dick in Marvel.
I didn't really think about it too hard. David chose Wolverine. He could have chose Iron Man, and that would have been even more funny. But he went with Wolverine, which was also funny because of the height difference. You got short Wolverine, like average woman height Sue, and you got tall Namor. And I was in my Phoenix 5 outfit too, so it was really funny. It was just good times.
Apparently in Exiles there is a universe where Logan and Sue.
Oh shit! Okay, never mind.
Whoa, it's either David just decided to arbitrarily choose.
I think he just arbitrarily chose Wolverine because he was like, I gotta find a home wrecker, and he's like, who fucks a lot of bitches? And he immediately went to Wolverine. I was like, you know what? That's fair. Wolverine does fuck a lot of bitches.
Yeah, it is.
I was making a joke of like he was either just doing like basic bitch Logan shit or just doing a comic deep cut, and I don't think David does comic deep cuts.
Yeah, David's more of a manga guy. He doesn't really read Western comics.
If you ask him who the Exiles are, I'm not even sure he'll know.
No, I mean, to be fair, a good 80% of people would not know who the Exiles are.
Except for us, because
that's because we're fucking nerds. Also, just real quick, the new map is awesome. Although I rarely ever get to ride the bus. We always have to attack the fucking bus, which pisses me off.
Yeah, we are the only time that we want to be on the short bus. We don't get to go on the short bus.
It's not fair.
We did it once.
One time, out of like 8 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is the game that we won.
It is the game that we won.
We won two.
We did win 2. We won 2, but the last one we played in general was the one where we actually got to ride the bus and we won. But it's annoying that we never get to ride the bus. I just want to say, like, who gets to decide the sides on these convoy missions? Because I feel like it's uneven. We always end up attacking the bus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the AI in NetEase's systems. It's like, oh, these individuals actually did belong on the short bus growing up. So let's throw them a bone and not have them be on the short bus. We're like, nah, make it fair.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Doctor Strange is hilarious. I love Doctor Strange.
Yes.
And the puns and jokes that we made along the way, just perfection.
Also, just the different Easter eggs in the museum are really cool. But yeah, so
also to see the various skins that people play with.
Yep.
Was very confusing for me, who doesn't play the game as much, because I'm like, who's this that killed me?
Yep.
And there was actually one time where we actually had like to play 20 questions for them to try to figure out.
Yeah. The one of the funniest things is sometimes we on Trailer Talk, when Marvel Rivals season trailers come up, we've reacted to some of them, right?
Oh yeah.
And one of the ones we reacted to was the Phoenix season. And the funniest thing was when Brian described the character, we're like, oh yeah, it's Jean. Brian's like, Jean's in the game? I'm like, yes, Brian, Jean's in the game. We've talked about this.
We've got a trailer for it and everything.
Oh yeah. I just mentally wasn't there that day.
It's okay, but it was just really funny.
Yeah, Link talk a little bit more about it in mine.
But yeah, so there's that. The other thing that I watched is what we'll be covering next week. So I will keep that on the hush hush. But I watched all of it. Yeah. Really liked it. Can't wait to talk about it. And last but certainly not least, I checked out a movie on Netflix that I'd heard really good things about. It is called The Rip, which has an all-star cast. The Good Will Hunting boys are back. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, along with Stephen Yeun, Tiana Taylor, who fucking did an amazing job in one battle after another. I hope she wins Best Supporting Actress in the Oscars as well. It's a really good movie. The way I would describe it is it's like a modern day Training Day. It's about these narco cop who like work in the narcotics division that like they're basically tasked with like, you know, getting money from stash houses and, you know, busting drug stash houses and stuff. And they get a tip for a stash house that apparently, like, the tip says that they should have about $300 300 grand. When they show up and they actually get to the money in the stash house, it's multi-millions. And so they're like, oh fuck, what do we do with it? And it's like a game of, you know, do you trust your team? How they're gonna move? It's also like a subplot of one of their people was murdered at the beginning of the movie, so they're also trying to figure that out as well. It's really good, very well acted. I think it's if you enjoy like a training day type of thing, I think you would really like it. I enjoyed it.
I did hear there was a bit of controversy around that movie.
Oh,
Matt Damon was talking about how the Netflix effect, and apparently Netflix like supposedly forced them to spoon feed the plot like 4 times.
they do repeat it a bit. They do repeat it a bit.
Because of according to him, what he said is supposedly they want to repeat it so that people will get it, because we are in a generation of people on their phones, so maybe they weren't paying attention.
I mean, Netflix isn't wrong. Netflix isn't wrong.
Yeah, absolutely, they're not wrong, but still, I'm ashamed of our modern era where we have to have the plot repeated to us because we're not paying attention.
But also, I think, like, with a case of, like, today's main topic, that if you do a good enough job, people will not want to be on their phones.
Yeah, no, the movie just has to be as ADHD as the person, and you'll be fine.
Like today's movie, without getting into spoilers or anything, I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't on my phone.
I wasn't on my phone.
And also, we didn't talk as much as we normally do, which that should say a lot.
Which, let's be honest, we still yapped quite a bit. There was even like one big side tangent when me and Tony had like a music brain blast, and we were like, wait a second, I've heard this before. We'll talk about that when we actually like get into the review, but like, yeah.
But back to this section.
Yeah. So, The Rip is really good. It's a really good like crime thriller. Normally, like, I try not to support these like cop movies because I you know, not to get super political out here, but I you know, obviously as a person of color, I do not support the police system. I think the police system is corrupt and like obviously takes advantage of people who look like me and others. So like, I don't want to support it, but at the same time, these movies are just so good
and made by very talented filmmakers.
Oh yeah. And dude, you put Damon and Affleck together, like that dynamic duo, they are something.
They cook, man.
Like, look, their first movie got an Oscar for a reason.
Also, I did hear that people talk about that movie where they kept talking about like how surprisingly ripped Matt Damon was.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all know that
he was Jason Bourne, right?
Well, also, he's got the Odyssey coming up.
He does have the Odyssey coming up. He's supposed to be fucking Odysseus. Also,
yes.
Side note. This was a fun conversation I saw on Twitter, like when I heard about this movie, and which is why I wanted to check it out. But I want to get you guys' opinion. Matt Damon versus Ben Affleck discography. Who you taking? It's a hard choice. It was a hard choice. It was a hard choice for me. I take Ben Affleck. I take Ben Affleck for 3 reasons: The Accountant, The Town, and Gone Girl. Like, that little 3-peat right there, that took Ben out of here. Also, Ben's Batman. So Batman always wins for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. What do you guys think? Who you taking on this one?
You know, I would pick, honestly, I'd pick Jason Bourne.
Oh, okay. Matt Damon. All right.
Yeah.
He's got some bangers. He does it. Look, it's a tough fight. I had a hard time. I had a hard time narrowing it down. But eventually I was like, oh, come on. Ben Affleck is both Batman and Daredevil. I gotta choose him. Was he the best Daredevil? No, but still.
I do feel that, but I think for me, I'd have to go Matt Damon.
All right.
For the 3 of the original Jason Bourne. The Departed.
Ben Affleck's in that too.
No.
I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck is in The Departed.
No.
It's a Scorsese film.
I know it's a Scorsese film, but I thought Ben Affleck was also in The Departed.
No.
Huh.
It's Matt Damon, DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, and Marky Mark.
Oh, okay. See, it was Mark Wahlberg that I was thinking of. Wrong Bostonian actor.
But also, probably the biggest one for me, for Matt Damon's case, The Martian.
The Martian's great. The Martian is great. I'm not saying Matt Damon isn't great. I had to side with my guy Ben.
That's what I get with Ben. Is Ben Affleck is great, but I think for me personally, Matt Damon.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, other than the stuff you can find on the channel like Strange Fake and Night of the Seven Kingdoms, nothing really for me to talk about in depth. So I'll go ahead and pass it on to Brian.
Okay, so mine isn't really intensive because little peek behind the curtains, just physically and mentally did not have a great week, so wanted a bit of escapism. So first of all, I tried to watch the new Joel McHale show, Animal Kingdom. I think no, Animal Control.
Okay.
It's I don't know if you've heard about it.
No, I don't think so.
But basically, it's about a local animal control department.
Is it like a workplace comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like for animal control, where they're capturing wild animals and stuff.
Yeah.
There's the quote unquote like A team, which is Joel McHale playing a typical Joel McHale character.
Yep.
And then his partner, I think his name is Thrash. He is a former like Shaun White-esque Olympic snowboarder who broke his leg, I think, and like could no longer snowboard. So now he's joined the animal control.
That's a weird pivot, but okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
And then we have our B team, which is a father who has I think at least 3 kids, at least 2 dogs, 2 bunnies, and is like the like exhausted father type character. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
And then his partner is an Australian girl who, when she's not on the clock, loves sex and drugs and partying.
Oh,
Good for her.
There is actually a subplot in one of the episodes that I saw where their high-strung boss accidentally eats some of her special chocolate.
Oh no.
wow.
It's probably probably the mushroom microdose chocolate, isn't it?
Kinda. And there was one case where a guy had his like microdose chocolate that his bunnies accidentally got into.
Huh.
And so they were like hyper aggressive bunnies. And she was like, yeah, we're going to need to commandeer all of that, you know, just for testing. But also, like I said, their high-strung boss, who is younger than Joel McHale, and is not the best at her job, but they like her because she's nice and lets them get away with things, like ordering an espresso machine.
Ooh, fancy.
Also, one of the weird things about the show is she has a crush on Thrash, and it's like the power imbalance there. And it's obvious that they're working towards a like romance with the two. It's fun show. Nothing like too out there, but it's fun for what it is. But it also didn't scratch that like where you're in that like depressive need to watch something thing. So of course I went to my my old school go-to that I haven't watched in years, and that was Friends.
Nice.
But Friends, I don't really need to go into Friends.
Yep. I was gonna say it's kind of embedded into the pop culture zeitgeist, especially if you're born after 1990.
The only thing that I'll say about it is yes, Matthew Perry was great and a legend and a comic genius, but a lot of people also forget like the comedy that David Schwimmer had.
Yeah.
Because
That man.
especially in the early days.
But okay, so before we go to Tony though,
I have one last thing.
Oh yeah, one last thing. I was just saying, I realized I did miss something because David introduced me to something that I want to talk about because it's so crazy. You guys have to hear about it. But yeah, you do your last thing first, and then I'll go, and then we'll transfer to Tony.
I actually watched a Netflix movie.
Okay.
A different one. People We Meet on Vacation.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was really good. I really liked it. Now, it is a rom-com, so you gotta take it with that.
Yeah,
But,
and we pretty much predicted it from just watching the trailer.
but I will say one thing that I didn't see from the trailer is that it's not just the outcome of the mysterious event that caused them to have turmoil. We actually flash back to several of their vacations that they took together.
Okay.
It's like it's what they call a dual timeline story.
Okay. So kind of like One Day, but not as
Kind
sad.
of, but not sad at all.
Yeah.
But it has definitely a lot of rom-com tropes. Friends to enemies, opposites attract, second chance, oops, one bed. Like I said, dual timeline. There's a rain scene. There's caretaker scene, and then there's also AC is broke scene, which the climax of that subplot kind of leads to the rain scene, and it's for a rom-com, I really liked it, and I think it's really good. Granted, I haven't seen that many movies this year, but so far, I think it might be second. Now, keep in mind, when I say this, people at home, we have talked about this before in the podcast, but I do like a good rom-com, like when it's done well. And this one also is done well because it's not just rom-com. It's because rom-coms are good when they also bring like something else to it, because it's also a bit of a thing about self-discovery.
Yeah.
And also, I will say that the main character, the woman,
Alexandra Daddario's character.
No, not Alexandra Daddario.
I thought it was Alexandra Daddario that was in this movie.
No, it's the chick from My Lady Jane. Her character is I will just say that by the end of the movie, it ends where you think, but also not all of her problems are solved.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, it takes a few of the romantic tropes and subverts it a little. Like, usually in the oops, one bed, the guy will suggest sleeping on the floor, and then the girl will be like, no, we can stay in the same bed and it won't be awkward, which it usually is. But no, he actually stays on the floor.
Good for him.
And also, a little bit of subversion is usually in these movies where you have the more outgoing, charismatic one and the more uptight, strict one. The uptight, strict one is the female, and the chaotic one is the male.
Not in my friendship.
And not in this. The male is the uptight, strict one, which, by the way, is the main dude. He's played by the main dude from the Hunger Games one about Snow.
Yeah.
And so he's the more strict one, and the girl is more kind of a pick-me personality, but not too annoying.
Interesting way to describe it.
Well, I mean, she also has the trope of the romantic female lead with a impossible job. Because her job is that she is a writer for a travel writer for a magazine, for a website magazine.
Yeah, and that's why she wants to go on vacation. I remember the trailer.
That's why she gets to go on all these vacations. It's because the company is paying for it.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd say out of 10, I'd give it about an 8. It's not perfect, but for a rom-com, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, cool. All right, so now for something on the complete... Well, this shit is crazy, dog. David, good friend of the show, we were just chatting, shooting the shit, talking about different anime and stuff, and he reminded me that he showed me a clip of this crazy thing that I thought was a hentai clip. Turns out it's not hentai. It's just a show that I don't know how it's not hentai, but it's a show. And let's look for the name of the show. It's in my messages with David. David sent me the name of it. It's called Nukitashi the Animation. And let me tell you the premise of this show. So the way I'll describe it, the elevator pitch is, Tony, do you remember the show Shimonetta? Do you remember Shimonetta? Imagine Shimonetta in reverse.
Oh God!
So this island is an island where you are fucking 24/7. Now, obviously, this island also has rules and stuff. People have to be of age. Consent is required. All that other good stuff. So on pay, and you get specific birth control so no one can get pregnant. All that good stuff. On paper, this sounds awesome, right? Dream come true. Whatever. So
Yeah.
Here's the plot twist. It's not. Here's the plot twist. One, you're not allowed to just play solo. That's outlawed.
Okay.
That's outlawed. Weird.
So you cannot do solo play.
Solo play is not
That's right.
allowed. Multiplayer only. So mutual is fine. Mutual is fine. Solo off the table. And here's the big no-go. Here's the big no-go. You're not allowed to be monogamous. You have to fuck other people. You can't just choose, all right, I'll fuck, but I'll only fuck this one person. You have to be ethically non-monogamous. And if you get caught only fucking one person, they put you through what I honestly think is the worst torture imaginable. They call it the guillotine, and essentially what it is they take the couple and they force them to fuck another person. They literally lower another person on top of them, guillotine style, and they're forced to, engage with this other person while the other person watches. So it's both cucking while being cucked at the same time. That is terrible.
That's insanity.
I know.
What is this? What is this?
And so our protagonist is this one guy who, he's just a normal dude, and he used to live on this island back when this island was a regular ass island before this became this experimental sex island. That apparently like this is an experiment that the Japanese government is doing to try and boost tourism. Okay. But so
Sure, guys.
so
Sure.
he comes back, and he's a programmer and like a tech guy. His passion is making sex toys. So it's not that he's against the culture. He's not a prude, but his thing is that he is a romantic. He wants sex to mean something, and he wants to just have sex with somebody he is in love with. So that's just a no-go for him. And so also the other big no-go, which is really unfortunate, which makes this island really suck, gay sex is not allowed.
Oh, damn.
So, if you happen to like your same gender, no go. Which is the unfortunate part for his little sister. His little sister is a lesbian. And she's like, well, yeah, apparently, threesomes where you mess around is okay, but you still have to fuck a dude. And so she's just like, no, I don't want to do this. I like girls. And so they end up forming a rebel faction with a crew of others non-conformists who don't want to just fuck 24/7. Like, bro, this shit is so out of pocket. When they first show up to school, in the middle of first period, they all just start fucking. And then, the class rep ends up introducing the class president / class rep introduces herself to the protagonist, and in the middle of the conversation, somebody just comes up behind her and just slips it in. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not a hentai because you don't actually see any of the penetration happening, but you can see it, obviously you see the movement, but you don't ever see any genitalia, so they get away with it. But it's crazy. And this dub is absolutely hilarious. The people who are doing the dub are having the time of their lives. It reminds me of the Ghost Stories dub. The opening of the first episode has an infomercial about this island, and their mascot is a duck, because obviously there's a word that rhymes with duck that you can easily replace.
Oh yeah.
So
obviously.
So their mascot's a duck, and it's just really funny. It's so out of pocket, bro. I kind of want to watch it just cause.
Where is this?
It's It's on a fringe anime site that is an actual real anime site and anime studio that like dubs a bunch of unlicensed stuff. I'll send you a link later. But yeah, it's called Nukitashi the animation. This shit is fucking crazy, yo.
I was smoking something.
This is wild. Like I said, it's Shimoneta in reverse. Like they have to fucking keep these perverts in control.
It's 10 episodes, and I googled it. Do not Google it at work.
No, if you heard me describe this premise out loud and decide to Google it at work, you're a dumbass. That's on you.
Yeah.
I literally talked about what their guillotine torture is, which again, absolutely insane.
Yes. And oh my god, they actually have figures for this.
Of course they do.
And they are insane.
Why wouldn't they? Oh my god. But yeah, this shit is wild. I'll have to... Tony, you and I are gonna sit down on you know what? On tomorrow after a game, you and I are gonna sit down.
You need to show me this?
I'm gonna show you this because, like, Brian, I want to preserve whatever is left of your innocence that you have intact. Tony, you're just as corrupted as me. I feel like you and I.
We are brothers. Remember this.
Yes, we
We
are.
may come from different mothers, but we are brothers.
That was the figure that I found.
But yeah, no, yeah, that's the class rep that gets from behind mid conversation. But yeah, it's hilarious. But I'm just like, what the hell? This, and you're telling me this, and I was like, David, you're telling me this isn't the hentai? He goes, no, this is just an anime. I'm telling you. And yeah, no, they don't actually show anything entering or any genitalia, so technically it's not a hentai.
No, but they do
Technicality.
show body part.
Oh, I mean.
Of course they do.
I mean, regular anime shows titty. You want to know what the funniest part of this, Tony? We are very familiar with the studio that made this show. It made one of our all-time favorite, like, top 5 ecchi classics of all time, with a certain with a certain red-haired demon girl that everybody loves.
No way. No fucking way.
Same studio, buddy.
You are lying to me.
Same studio. High School DxD, folks. If you did not get that.
Jeez, I am in.
They got to go even more out of pocket than High School DxD. Now, specifically, this is a studio that worked on the final 2 seasons of High School DxD, which are underrated. They're not as good as the opening seasons, but the last 2 are still pretty solid.
Yeah, and they're adapting material that's not like overly fun and entertaining.
It was more political and action focused, which was odd for High School DxD. But also, the animation quality is the same. So if you like the animation from the last 2 seasons of High School DxD and you want to see something even more out of pocket, go watch Nukitashi the animation.
I like unhinged bullshit.
Oh,
That is a time.
You want Unhinged? We will. I'll definitely show you some Unhinged. Oh, it's so fucking.
yeah.
It's so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Like, I feel like this is something I could show Darth, and Darth would get a kick out of this, especially the dub, because the dub is just having so much fun. Oh man. But yeah. All right.
We know Darth. Darth is more unhinged than us.
Yeah. So Tony, now on to you. Now that I've explained the crazy nonsense that friend of the show David has introduced to me, I will now pass it on to you. What would you like to highlight for your screen time?
Well, I'm just gonna stick to 3 major in the overall grand scheme, right?
Okay.
So first of all, I'm gonna pick a mobile game that I've had nothing but fun with relatively recently. Since getting the new phone, I've been able to actually play different games. Like, overall, I was able to get my Umas back.
Nice.
Nice.
And just recently, I've acquired Agnes Digital.
Oh, you got Digiton! I love Digiton. I have Digiton.
And I had an epic run with Digiton. You wanna know how epic, Jay? You wanna know how epic?
How epic.
I was able to win the Unity Cup.
Oh, shit.
I won the Unity Cup with Digiton.
Nice. That's no small feat. The Unity Cup is pretty tough. So you were able to beat Riga's final team?
Yes,
Nice.
yes, I was. And I did it with Digiton.
Nice. I love Digiton. She's great.
And then, since I'm still trying to work to get my FGO account back, I just need to get my old phone, like the model of my old phone, so it's more like accurate. I was also able to try a different game. It was something I was partly curious about for like a little while here and there, but a good friend of ours, Seto, brought it to my attention over, like, because he's been playing it, but I tried playing, and I actually do enjoy Persona 5: The Phantom X.
Oh, you actually played Phantom X. David plays a little bit. He tried to show me it. I wasn't really a fan. So do you like it?
Yeah, it's actually quite entertaining. It's an alternate universe take on like the events of Persona 5, but it's treated very differently. Because instead of the tarot and the arcana, it's just like typical gacha stuff in the grand scheme of things. So we don't know the arcanas for any of the protagonists, and the gacha characters are basically treated like phantoms.
Interesting.
So you get your main party members as you progress through the story of the game, like a typical Persona game, but like the more gacha-esque mechanics are treated as like extra shit. And you can also get party members that you would be getting later in story in the gacha too, which is absurd to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it drives me up the wall bonkers.
How's the combat? I mean, I've seen a little bit of it.
I mean, I kind of like it. It just plays like regular Persona 5.
Okay.
But it does extra stuff.
Mhm.
That's all I can say about it. The extra stuff is kind of interesting, but I'm not like overly enthused by it, but I'm not like angered by it at the same time.
Gotcha.
So it's like a mix of the two. So I'm indifferent, but I enjoy the game for what it is. And the way that things operate in Phantom X differ from like base Persona 5. So Mementos is still a thing. Instead of Morgana, we get Luful.
Yeah, the owl.
Lawful?
I saw.
Yep, the owl. I love this owl.
He looks
this
cool.
owl and his persona is Rob Roy.
Oh, nice. From the fairy tale.
No, it's like an actual historical figure.
Oh.
Yeah, so they still keep the motif of rebellious figures
Okay.
with the like main team of persona users, but like the gacha element, they're all Greek. Like the gacha characters that you can get other than like P5 characters, they're all Greek mythological figures.
Oh, nice.
Is fascinating. Like you get the party members that are based off of like rebellious figures, and then you get like Greek people, like the Greek personas. You just get a bunch of Greek personas.
Nice. Cool.
It's the weirdest blend, but it kind of works because they're not like actual party members, so they can have different aspects.
Nice.
And I want to play a little game with myself or you, Jay.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out the arcanas for each of the characters. Like our protagonists, you can name them whatever you want, but their code name is Wonder,
And they're not a fool?
and that would be the Fool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Protagonists,
Obviously.
protagonists are always the fool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And so you have Motoha. She is a like former baseball player with her friend. She's kind of like Ryuji and An mixed together.
Okay. If she's like Ryujin on mixed together. And you said she's a baseball player? Usually the sporty types are the chariot. Is that not a chariot character?
I just met Motoha. I can't tell quite yet.
Okay, because usually the sporty athletic types are the chariots, with the exception of Ryuji. Ryuji's technically Ryuji's a magician, but like I feel like he would.
No, Ryuji was chariot.
Oh, Ryuji
An
was chariot.
lover.
Ryuji was chariot because fucking Morgana was the magician this time.
Yeah,
Right.
and Luful, I love this owl. This owl speaks with an old cadence, well, an old Japanese cadence, so his language is out of date.
Nice.
And I vibe with this owl because I say to myself, like, it's like this owl's just like me for real.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I use a lot of like old, outdated slang.
Yep.
Most of the time.
Yep.
And it's funny to me. And I want more than anything, because I want to show you clips of like gameplay of this, Jay, so you have like a good understanding of what I'm getting at here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this owl, I see him as he exemplifies like Hierophant or magician. I can't tell which, but Hierophant I'm more leaning towards because he gives off like old school
wise mentor? Yeah, because the mentors are usually the Hierophants. That makes sense.
Yeah, but he doesn't give magician like Morgana does. And then we also the code names in this gacha game, or at least the party members like for main story, are not that fun. They're not like
Wonder is lame. Wonder is lame compared to Joker.
Then we have Closer for Motoha.
That makes sense. Baseball.
Yeah, then we have Soy for another future party member in the story.
All right.
And the other one I can't recall. But so far but each of the villains are related to a story thing called Menace, where they become phantoms. And they have palaces like in regular P5. It's just an alternate universe take.
Okay, gotcha.
And the first palace is a former baseball star just shoving people in the subway.
And I heard that this protagonist, their primary damage type is light, since Joker's was dark.
Yes, because his rebellious figure persona is, I think, a Polish revolutionary.
Oh, cool.
I believe so. I just can't recall off the top of my head.
But yeah, anything else you want to highlight?
Well, the second, it was just basically a 2-1 for mobile games. Then we have the next thing I want to point out and just highlight, because for free, thank you PlayStation, I'm going to do a playthrough of God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, you finally get to play Ragnarok. Nice.
Dude, I love this game. This game is fun.
Oh, Ragnarok is dope.
You know, it kicked my ass.
I
like a bit of challenge.
Have you played 2018 yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
have. I've beaten
Okay.
2018.
Okay. Okay. At least so you played 2018. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I like the elements of the story. Odin is like.
Oh, have you gotten to Heimdall yet? Do you understand why I hate Heimdall so much?
I've seen an analyzing evil video on Heimdall.
Oh, you've seen that video. Okay.
Yeah, so I know he's a douche. I know he's a douche. I cannot wait to fight him.
Yeah, Heimdall is the fucking worst. Such a punchable face. That was the most.
Absolutely.
That was the most cathartic ass beating I ever dealt out as Kratos.
Like, this game is so fascinating that I want to know what they're going to do next.
I want to know if it's a
In terms
Loki.
of, like-
I want to know if it's a Loki
Yeah.
game. It's got to be a Loki game.
I hope so.
By the way, do not know if you saw, but they're continuing to cast the TV show, and
Oh,
the guy that they got for Thor is most known for the TV show Severance.
Okay.
Oh.
I've seen a few episodes of Severance. Probably not enough to identify the actor off bat, but I've seen like.
He
the
looks
first-
exactly like the game Thor.
Oh, then I might actually know who that is.
But you know who they got for Odin?
Who'd they get for Odin?
Oh,
Fucking Manny Patinkin.
what?
That worked. That
I
works.
mean, yes, that makes sense because Odin in the game kind of acts like
Cause Odin in the game is very much a sly, smarmy motherfucker. He's not.
yeah,
He's,
yeah.
He's just.
Inigo Montoya.
He's your fucking schemer, sly talker motherfucker. Mandy Patinkin totally worked.
Yeah.
You killed my son. Prepare to die.
He doesn't give a fuck about his sons.
Yeah,
He really doesn't.
I get that. I just wanted to make the joke.
I know. I'm just
know.
just a comment on Odin because Odin fucking sucks.
this man's the worst, but makes him a great villain.
He does. He's one of the
Godman.
best villains.
You would love to compare him to his contemporary in the Greek pantheon, Zeus.
I would take Zeus, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie.
I like how despicable Odin is as a villain.
Yeah.
It
Zeus
also-
is personal with Kratos because Daddy.
But also there's kind of a cop out with Zeus because Zeus was possessed by chaos.
Yeah,
And
which
so
is dumb as hell.
So he wasn't in full control. But Odin, Odin is in full control.
But also, the way that you're describing Odin and the Norse mythology makes what happened where Sion became godbound
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah.
yeah,
Odin's a crafty motherfucker.
yeah. And Odin's a douche.
He is a douche. Like even his Marvel counterpart is also a douche, but he's way nicer in comparison.
Absolutely. Like Odin in all of mythology is like a selfish, self-absorbed. Only I can do cool shit.
Like Zeus
But-
is an asshole, but he's more like he's a frat bro.
Yeah.
Zeus is a frat bro. He's harmless, all things considered, but he shouldn't be put in charge of an organization.
Makes me sad how little we got to see of the Russell Crowe version.
Yeah. Who
And
knows?
that was in that movie.
Who knows? Maybe they'll correct that. I still want to see Marvel Heracles, but
Well, you do remember they have casted him.
oh, did they?
Yeah, where you saw him.
Credits.
Oh yeah, he was in the
Yeah.
post credit.
It's a dude from Ted Lasso.
Oh, nice. I hope they actually use him because Marvel Herc is one of my favorite characters. Love that guy.
And from what I've seen of Ted Lasso, that guy can pull it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I think if he was ever given the chance, Kit could pull off a Black Knight.
Yeah, but nobody
Yeah.
cares because.
Give him an actual opportunity, Marvel.
But nobody cares because nobody cares about the Eternals because the Eternals dog shit.
Yeah, it
And for
was
some
dog
reason,
shit.
they tied him to the Eternals.
I mean, it's not some reason.
I mean,
Dane and
I get-
Cersei are a thing, so like
No,
it's
I
not
know
a.
that, but I'm just saying that from what I've heard in the movie, he was basically just a footnote.
He was a side plot love interest for Cersei that kind of showed up at the end.
And got a tease that is Marvel.
And a little bit in the beginning.
Counter.
To be fair, I only watched a video explaining Eternals. Tony actually had to watch.
Yeah, it was actually in the
And-
beginning of that shit.
And his famed ebony blade was only in the post-credits scene.
With Pip the Troll.
Yeah. No,
Was that not-
no. The blade we'll never see.
Yep.
With the blade we'll never see.
It was just voiceover.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, is there anything else you want to highlight, Tony?
Well, the one thing that I do want to finish highlighting, because this was I saw the newest Mary Marmalade video.
Nice.
And I just need to remember what it was. My memory is not the best at times, folks. I apologize. So let me, what was it? Like, oh, it was the Circus of Crime. Yeah.
Oh, I love the Circus of Crime. There's a Ringmaster and all them motherfuckers.
The Circus of Crime is fascinating because it has like
It has-
elements I did not expect them to have.
Yep, both Swordmaster and Hawkeye come from the Circus of Crime.
No, they were actually part of a different circus.
Really? I thought they were I thought that was the same circus. Huh.
No, different circus. The original Ringmaster had family members that are tied to a different group there, Jay.
Oh.
A more historical group that,
Oh, German socialists?
yeah, yeah, those guys.
Got it.
Yeah, the Ringmaster's dad was a part of that party.
Rough.
Yeah. Let's see.
I get some to wait, sleep away.
The members of this, because we have Princess Python, that was a member of that, of the Circus of Crime.
Oh, cool.
Also, the times Crafty the Clown just decided he didn't want to do crime anymore, but they keep pulling him to do crime.
Just when he thought he was out, they keep pulling him back in.
Yeah, like, I felt bad for this guy. Like, this clown, all he wanted to do was not do crimes.
Oh, that's too bad for you, buddy. But yeah, okay.
Pretty much it.
All right. So, this week we have a big trailer talk. Just knowing about what trailers came out, I don't even know what is all in the playlist, but I know some big trailers came out.
One big one, and then various other smaller ones.
One big trailer that I constantly kept having to avoid because Disney Plus put it at the front of every episode, and I was like, no, skip.
Good.
It's so exciting.
But yeah, I'm excited because we are about to go into trailer talk, which is of course the segment of the podcast where we go over count 'em, six brand new trailers, at least brand new as of the recording of this podcast, which Brian has collected for you lovely people in a playlist in the description down below. So now you can pause this wonderful video before you do all the usual YouTube things of liking the video, hitting that subscribe button, and notification bell so you get notified for all the new content we have coming up for you guys, as well as if you're watching this within the first week to hit that hype button as well so you can put this video into the algorithm and have it recommended to other fans out there, and let it be known that we were one of the first to cover this wonderful movie that might become the next K-pop Demon Hunters.
Who knows?
So yeah, definitely check that out. But with that being said, through the magic of editing, after you unpause this video, we will be back with our fresh reactions to those trailers. But until then, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsors. And we're back. Okay, so we got a pretty good batch of trailers with us this week. Starting off strong, we are going to start off with the one that I was avoiding all throughout my watch on Disney Plus of another Marvel show that we'll talk about towards the end as a teaser. But Daredevil Born Again Season 2, super hype. I love how this trailer was cut. Tony mentioned it, but it's one hell of a needle drop.
But you know who was actually singing that song, right?
Who?
I think it was like that's a Donald Glover or Childish Gambino song.
I don't know. Was it? I hadn't heard that song before. Well, I'll have to look into that.
Like, it's a nice thing, so don't quote me on that.
Or correct him in the comments. We could always use more comments.
Yeah, so don't mind me, because I can be a bit of a ridiculous individual at times.
But yeah, it's a really good trailer. We got to see Jess again. Always,
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I can't wait to see Jess in action.
So I actually just Googled it.
Okay.
Tony was right.
Okay.
Hey,
Childish Gambino, Lithonia.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, the trailer itself was great. Still pushing the whole Matt Fisk dual protagonist thing.
Yep. And it looks like they're also pushing forward the Matt Karen ship,
uh-huh.
which is interesting.
Yep.
I hope it doesn't turn into a Matt Karen Frank triangle.
Well, from what I've heard, Frank isn't in season 2.
Okay. So he was just there for the first season.
That the next time we get to see him,
We'll be in Spider-Man.
no, I believe it's the specialist first.
Ah, okay.
Which he did say, yeah, for everyone that was talking about how he's probably going to be toned down for a brand new day, just wait for the special.
Nice.
But yeah, so it looks like romance and couples are going to be like a theme for this season.
Yeah, which makes me think Jess is kind of by herself. Would we maybe are they like hinting that somebody could show up?
Yeah.
With some coffee.
Huh? You know, as a certain person who, you know, did in the comics dethrone a Mayor Fisk to become mayor of NYC, and is still currently mayor of NYC in the comics right now, actually.
And I wouldn't mind a little bit of retconning his own show.
Yeah, where he became the kingpin of Harlem at the end of his own show. It was really weird.
Yeah.
It's because they left it on like a cliffhanger to where like
He was gonna do a dark arc and then come back to the light. Yeah.
then it got canceled.
Yep. So we could just pretend like that never happened. That timeline got blipped. The TVA pruned it.
We'll have to wait and see with Jessica coming in.
Yep.
Because last we saw her, they hinted at Tenet coming back.
Yep. And the Purple Man is a pretty central Daredevil villain. So like.
Yeah. But back to the trailer. We only got a quick glimpse at what's his face's character.
Yep.
Shaggy.
Yep.
Matthew Lillard, man.
The boy Matthew
Which
Lillard.
his character looks a lot like somebody trying to do a Jim Gordon.
A little bit. I could see that.
But yeah, supposedly he's gonna be a political rival for Kingpin.
Which is that'll be interesting.
Yeah. And also Bullseye.
Yeah. I wonder.
So-
I wonder if we'll get the famous scene in the hospital with Bullseye. One of the most iconic Frank Miller. One of the most iconic Frank Miller scenes from his Daredevil run is this scene where they're in the hospital and Matt plays Russian roulette with a Bullseye while he's in the hospital bed. I wonder if they do that shit. That would be cool.
Also, Kingpin is picking up boxing.
Yeah.
It's funny. Dude's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Why does he need technique?
Yeah.
Big
Why
as
does he
shit.
need that shit?
I guess because he wants to
Beat Matt at
Matt.
his own game. Yeah, that seems like Big Willie.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a man.
But yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Indeed.
So now we get like a double dose of Kiki Palmer. First is the Burbs. Or was the Burbs first, or was it the other? No, yeah, Burbs and then Booster.
GTF that was after Daredevil.
Oh, GTF was after Daredevil. All right, GTF Missouri or St. Louis, which is it kind of reminds me of like a modern version of what was that Elizabeth Olsen miniseries? Love and Death. It reminded me of that.
Kind of.
Yeah,
But
it
like,
does.
but like modern, because obviously that one took place in like the 60s. But this one has modern dating app,
Yeah.
which like
And
it involves like an interesting love triangle that possibly ends in death. You know, who killed Hopper?
Yeah, who did it?
That's the big question.
oh yeah. But yeah, it's an upcoming miniseries.
I watched the Ozarks. I don't trust Jason Bateman in these types of situations. I got my eye on Jason
Oh
Bateman.
no. Oh yeah. Indeed. But also Linda Cardellini. Got to keep your eye on her because
She is
remember-
Yeah, dead. Yeah, she was pretty crafty and dead to me as well. Yeah.
also you know her other big role coming up.
Oh.
She is going to be in that Friday the 13th prequel show as Jason's mom.
Oh, nice. Jason's mom got it going on.
But yeah, the long line is just simply the series is about a love triangle between three adults experiencing middle-aged malaise, which leads to one of them ending up dead.
Yep.
But it's also interesting because we have a very unique like cop duo
Yeah.
in this.
Like the chick from Sabrina.
Yeah, with
She-
Richard Jenkins, who's from everything.
She was also in Wednesday as well. She played the siren girl. If you want something else that you might be more familiar with, audience.
Yeah, and what you might know, the guy from most is probably 6 Feet Under.
Yep.
But he was also one of the dads and stepbrother, wide variety of shit. And then also, he's not in the trailer, but Peter Skarsgård is in it.
Huh. Interesting.
And also not in the trailer, Chris Perfetti, most notably known for playing Jacob in Abbott Elementary.
Oh shit.
So that show's gonna be interesting.
I don't know if it's something we'd cover, but I might check it out.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like in the same vibe as like Pretty Little Lies, but weirder.
Yeah. You mean Big Little Lies? Did you
Big Little Lies.
Did you used Big Little Lies and Pretty Little Lies?
Yep.
I just
Damn.
Man, if Nicole Kidman was a mom on Pretty Little Liars, none of the liars would have any of these issues. Nicole Kidman would set their shit straight.
Or adversely, if we could watch a show about all of the girls now like in their 30s or so.
Yep, right?
But anyway, now it's on to the Kiki Palmer double feature, which the first one was The Burbs, the TV show.
Yeah, it looks fun. It has the same kind of vibe of like Only Murders in the Building, which
Yeah.
I thought it was a great show. I only have seen the first 2 seasons, but you know.
Same, but yeah, like I told the guys off, it's apparently a remake of a Tom Hanks movie. So that's interesting.
The one what I'm more interested in is Boosters.
Oh yeah.
Which you know, like being from NYC, tri-state and just the tri-state area, boosting is a huge thing. That's some of that's one of the only ways as a kid we could afford like the polo name brand shit. Is going to the fucking places on like Canal Street or the flea markets that sells boosted clothes.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a wild ride. Because anything done by Boots Riley,
Yep.
is
And it's got one hell of a cast too.
Film-wise, he's known most for Sorry to Bother You, which is a freaky movie.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie, like you said, the cast great. It's Keke Palmer, Naomi Eki, Isa Gonzalez, which we know most from Baby Driver.
Yep, still
and then
fine.
Lakeith Stanfield, Will Poulter, Don Cheadle, Demi Moore.
Yeah, cast is crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's a movie
Really?
we definitely might check out.
Yeah, apparently the Asian chick there was in iCarly as Double Dutch.
Nope, not ringing any bells.
She was also the princess in American Born Chinese.
Oh shit, cool.
But also Demi Moore as the villain
Yep.
is very interesting.
She's kind of like an evil version of Meryl Streep's character from The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah,
I mean Meryl Streep's character was kind of evil to begin with.
Yeah, which similarly, that movie with Emma Stone where she was the chick from 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella de Vil. Cruella.
The Cruella movie, the villain in that.
Yeah, fair.
Wasn't that Emma Thompson?
Emma Stone.
No, I'm saying the villain.
The villain. Yeah.
The Baroness.
Yep.
That was Emma Thompson.
Yep.
That's who she kind of reminded me of too. But anyway, yeah, it might even be like an award movie.
I could see that.
Possibly.
I could see that because
But-
it's got kind of like an offbeat, almost Edgar Wright type feel to it as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the only other movie on this list, though, moving on, Even If This Love Disappears Tonight,
Which is basically just a K-drama version of 51st Dates.
which I will say that this movie was released, I think, around Christmas in Korea.
Oh, okay.
And people who have already seen it or pulled the whole Uma, like you guys,
Yep.
from not last time,
Week
I don't
before.
think,
Yeah, it was week before.
have basically warned to bring your tissue.
Ah, yep. So it's a sad romantic version of 51st Dates. I mean, if you
Yeah.
take the comedy out of 51st Dates, 51st Dates is a very sad movie.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I am kind of interested. I'm a sucker for a good dramatic romance movie. I may check it out. Who knows?
Yeah. And then last but not least is the grammatically incorrect titled This Is I.
Yeah. Technically, they should have copied Demi Lovato from Camp Rock, and the title should have been This Is Me. But you know, regardless, story is inspiring.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's one of the first drag idols who wants to do a full-on transition.
Well, it's actually based on a true story of Ai Haruna, who is a Japanese transgender TV personality and singer.
Cool.
Who actually won Miss International Queen in 2009.
Oh, that's awesome.
A transgender beauty pageant held in Thailand.
Oh, nice.
But it looks like the story is going to be about her meeting a doctor who's willing to help her. So,
Again, the story looks inspiring. I might check this one out.
yeah, also, it is interesting just on another level to like see a look into non-current idol culture.
And also, like, a look at a country that doesn't really kind of, you know, publicize their LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just so taboo, and Japan is such a conformist society that like they can't really be as out on Front Street as, you know, the West.
Oh yeah.
Which is
even
why
in the West-
most of their Yuri and Yaoi is buried in subtext that isn't really subtext. We know what all your flower imagery means, anime openings. I've studied Georgia O'Keeffe before.
Yep.
You can't fool me. I know this is Yuri. But yeah, regardless. That one, again, looks good. Might check it out, but not on the top of my radar.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so now it's time for the main event. Let's talk about our subject for the week, Cosmic Princess Kaguya. So we're gonna start spoiler free as always. Man, where do I start? Like I said, this movie, I feel like this movie was made for me.
Yeah.
Like, this includes all the stuff I like thrown into one. Hey, do you like VTubers? Yep. Do you like esports? Yep. Do you for some reason over the last 5 years like idol culture? Yes.
Do you like Japanese myth?
Yeah. Do you like inventive retellings of said myth? Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you like banger ass fucking J-pop music? Yeah. Even though one of them is straight up just copies the melody from Idol from Oshinoko, aka the first opening of Oshinoko, the best one, and arguably one of the top 5 best anime openings of all time. I'll put my foot down, stamp it there. Idol is one of the top 5 best anime openings of all time. If you're curious to know what kind of where that bar is, another anime opening I would put in that top 5 is Cruel Angel Thesis, which if you haven't heard Cruel Angel Thesis, you're probably not an anime fan. But if you are an anime fan, you know Cruel Angel Thesis. I don't speak the Japanese, but if I hum the melody, you know the melody. The Ava opening, y'all. Cool Angel Thesis is one of the best. That's one of the no skip anime openings of all time. You don't skip Idol and you don't skip Cool Angel Thesis. Oh man. But yeah, spoiler free, it is a modern retelling of the myth, the tale of the bamboo cutter, aka the story of Princess Kaguya, with a few modern twists, which include a virtual world that people can enter via VR contact, which to me feels like the most inconvenient apparatus of VR possible. Because because we were talking about it, and I was like, I would never get those. You know how difficult it is to put in contacts? Nope. And could you imagine just forgetting to take those out? Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that.
Yo, could you imagine those dreams?
Yeah, right. But yeah. So it stars our main protagonist Iruha as she stumbles upon a moon baby and raises that moon baby to the point where it becomes her best friend and ultimate chaos gremlin, and maybe even something more. That's right, folks. My whole side tangent during the This Is I segment was foreshadowing. But that's a little bit more in the spoiler section. But you know, just to entice you, if you're a fan of this type of stuff, it's there. And like the world building in this movie is great. It's a long movie. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes, but like they pack in 2 hours and 25 minutes what most anime pack into 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Like it's a very full, complete story to the point where we were so like locked in that when they did this like bait and switch ending, I legit almost closed the movie. And then when I went over to close the movie, it showed us the time bar and it was like, oh, there's still 30 minutes left. You know, it seems like a very basic movie at first, but as you move on, there's so much more depth to it. And especially to the characters, which we'll get into when we get into the spoiler section. But what did you guys think, spoiler free wise? What anything you want to bring up and highlight that I haven't addressed already?
Well,
It's an enjoyable film. I love this movie.
oh yeah, indeed. And I feel like as far as world building goes, this is SAO but done right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the game itself, while the I guess you could say console is like very distracting for me and probably want it, the game itself seems very interesting. Like I'd want to play it.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
We've tried playing League of Legends and League type games.
Nonsense, right? We don't want to deal with that nonsense.
I guess so. I mean, case in point, look at our Marvel rivals.
Yeah.
No, see, if it was more like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, I'd be more down. But that was League. That was clearly League. They had the lanes, they had the objectives. That was League.
Yeah, but it would be very entertaining to watch, like.
Oh, I would totally. I mean,
gameplay.
Dude. I might not play League of Legends, but I watch League of Legends.
Well, part of my reason why I don't personally watch League is because the like overview of everything.
It's a lot going on. Yeah, it's overwhelming. I can understand that.
But if it was like
If it was
first person or third person, that would be very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the game itself, like you said, is like League, but like League mixed with a little bit of Genshin and a little bit of Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weapons are pretty sick. The weapons are pretty fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
A keyboard boomerang that was awesome.
The animation for the fight scenes absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah. And the as someone who really likes warhammers, the giant warhammer that was also a missile launcher and also a
rocket.
yeah,
that you
like
could
a
ride.
riding
Yep.
rocket. That was very cool. But yeah,
Also,
I'm not-
the concerts are dope. As Brian mentioned
Oh,
when
yeah.
we were watching it, like this is what people were hoping Fortnite concerts would be like.
yeah, indeed. And I gotta say, as someone who isn't as big into like VTube, well, I've been getting more into VTubing lately, but also someone who's not like as big into idol stuff as these guys, and not as familiar with Japanese myth. This movie really surprised me, and I really liked it. And
I mean,
it's just
and
like,
even if you are familiar with Japanese myth, me and Tony were like, okay, so this is where they're gonna go. Now they swerved us quite a bit.
oh yeah, and it's just like they kept going where it's like, oh, so this is how things are. Nope, keep going. Nope, keep going. And also, the comedy was great.
Yep.
The music was great.
The music was great. Which, by the way, I did go back and listen to some of the songs in Japanese. Yeah, I like the songs in English. Don't get me wrong. Sounds much better in Japanese.
I figured.
It's more so like a translation thing where, like, you know.
Yeah.
But the music is great in Japanese.
yeah, and also the dramatic moments are great too. Honestly, got choked up a little.
And I, you know, they also just do a really good job of showcasing the friendship and relationship between Iruha and Kaguya as well, and some of the other characters
And
we meet along the way.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Brian, side note, I forgot to tell you, but I figured out who the femboy was. We have heard him before. It was Chilchuck from Dungeon
Oh,
Meshi.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, also, even the smaller characters I liked, even though one of them, it kept throwing me off every time they'd say her name.
What, Mommy?
Yep.
Oh, that's actually a pretty common Japanese name.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the most hateable characters in an equally terrible series was also named Mommy.
Oh.
You remember, Tony? You know the one.
I remember.
Anime fans, you know the one. I'm not gonna mention the series.
I remember.
Pepperidge Farm.
I don't
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
know.
Fuck that bitch.
I don't want to remember, but I do. I remember.
We at least watched like the first 3 seasons of that show with worst harem protagonist of all time.
Okay. But anyway, also one other thing that I want to point out is the animation.
It was off the chain.
Yeah, like we said before, the animation for the fucking fight scenes was amazing, and like the choreography for the concerts, great. Although, like, if you have a light sensitivity issue, maybe
Yeah.
skip this one.
Yeah. You'll get seizures and you will just you will foam
And
at the mouth.
unfortunately, it's not just like, oh, so it's only the concert, so I'll skip the concert. No, it's like the whole movie.
Nope. All the particle effects from the games. Just,
Yeah.
Even when like Kaguya's star is falling.
Yep.
Oh, but
Gotcha rainbow effect. It was crazy.
Yep.
also I do want to point out, I said this to the guys while watching it. I do appreciate that the background characters, especially in the game, were all like unique.
Yeah.
Because definitely in this instance, like you can see sometimes where it's very easy for animators to do like
Cut corners, just copy and paste.
like 5 designs and repeat them, or like repeat them but color change them.
I mean, you know, one of our favorite video game franchises is notorious for that. That's kind of their bread and butter. Palette swap ninja.
Oh yeah, one of them named literally after the creators.
Yep. But yeah, it's a great movie, you guys. Like, the only reason we're not talking like super in depth in it because we'd have to go through spoilers. But like, go check this movie out.
Oh yeah,
we highly recommend it. I seriously do think that this has the potential to be the next K-pop Demon Hunters. But yeah, so with that being said, let's get into spoilers. Man, like, there's so much depth to this. I don't even know where to begin. Let's talk about Iruha. Like, what an interesting character.
yeah.
It's she starts off as your typical like, you know, anime light novel protagonist, like perfectionist protagonist. But then, you know, what's funny, you know, I didn't really think about this too much like until like recently, but she like to kind of connect it to something Tony and I are working on. She reminded me a lot of a concept for a character that Tony is working on for his project. Like the love interest for your light novel. She's got a dead dad and everything.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, dead dad is a pretty easy trope to check off, but it's really interesting because, like, you know, you see these pieces and you're like, okay, so dead dad, mommy issues, this is how it goes. But then you find out more and more about her and like her different talents, and then like why she has a beef with the big time streamer. Turns out big time rich streamer boy is her brother.
Yeah, and she has mommy issues, but it's not the ones that you initially think.
Yep. It's more so mommy issues because her and her mom are so alike that they butt head, which, you know, as someone who also constantly butts heads with their mom because we're very much alike,
And
I totally relate to that.
and they were both traumatized by the loss of
Her
husband slash father.
her husband slash her father. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And obviously music plays a big part in this, and it goes through a lot of the musical tropes of, like, you know, songwriter you know, finding their love for music again through the inspiration of a friend. Love seeing all that. As a YouTuber myself, I love how much attention to detail they put into the actual, like, career stages of Kaguya. You know, they show her making her first video with that shittily drawn avatar.
Oh my god.
And then, you know, it moves on to her, like, legit avatar, and then cycling through different types of content. She tries reaction content, she tries cooking, she does a bunch of different type of games. Like, this just reminds me of, like, you know, myself coming up, you know, where, you know, I had a 3D model I made myself, and then I eventually paid somebody to make the model I currently have. I used to do reaction streams. I've done various different types of games. I even did, like, visual novel playthroughs. One where we had like
Fighting games.
Oh, of course we're gonna do fighting games. That's bread
Well,
and
I
butter.
just meant like because in the movie they have that.
Oh yeah, she did have a fighting game era as well. Yeah, yep.
Well,
So
technically she wasn't fighting, but
yeah. Your raw counts. She's part of the team. It counts.
yeah.
But yeah, just all of the attention to detail, and I love the spin that, you know, of course, in the tale of Princess Kaguya, she has to go back to the moon. So of course, the VTuber spin to that is her having a graduation concert. Cause yeah, that's what VTubers do. When they leave, it's a graduation.
And also the interesting aspect that the virtual world is somehow closer to the moon than Earth is.
The moon has look. They got good Wi-Fi on the moon.
Yeah, the moon has power. The moon has power.
Fate was right.
Apparently.
Fate was right. That's all I have to say.
But yeah, you were talking about Eva. Part of her journey, which was very interesting, was also how she like didn't want to show her face at first, or show even her avatar at first, where she had
the fox costume.
Yeah.
And then eventually she came out of her shell literally and, like, revealed her avatar, and, you know,
through her brother.
Yep. Pause. Luckily that plot's not in there.
No. There is was only one romance in this whole thing, and it kind of took us by surprise.
It caught us off guard, but like honestly, we should have saw it coming because you know the whole thing about Princess Kaguya is her falling in love and you know finally accepting a suitor. But it was a really good twist. Also, another interesting twist that connects to VTuber culture. The other thing about VTubers after they graduate, a lot of times what happens is they themselves will reincarnate. Like for example, everybody's favorite big titty dragon is now you know a loudmouth fucking boncho type lady named Kesa. Everybody's favorite shark girl is now possibly allegedly is she a cat? I don't know what Saba is, but Saba.
Also, there is a possible new one that I saw with a gator girl.
Jaden Animations possibly being that gator VTuber girl. Yeah.
Because Jaden does have her own official VTuber model, so.
Yep. I think that gator is Jade. Like the voice, it's literally the same voice. You know, another example of that, of course, is celebrated nerdcore internet rapper Demon Dice. All of a sudden, the pink-haired Reaper lady sounds very similar. I wonder who that is.
Also, sometimes not confirming anything because protect people because there's sometimes a reason why they decide to reincarnate.
Most of the time, it's just because the company, the corporation owns the rights to the character.
Well, the case of I will just say the Gator Girl, people think that it's more than just that.
Well, no, so a lot of people speculate that with her, it's because she was about to join VShojo, and then VShojo got defunct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know, VShojo had that whole big scandal with cheating Iron Mouse and that charity out of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that it was like a privacy thing.
I mean, there's also, shit, that's why most VTubers besides me become VTubers. I became a VTuber not because I care about hiding my identity, it's because I don't want to wear pants.
But which to the fact where VTuber culture is so big that and like people forget about some things is I actually saw recently a short where people were surprised to find out that Alejandro Sabat is actually Sayu.
Which is that's not really surprising if you listen to the man's voice, which I can't escape that man's voice. He's everywhere.
To the fact where we thought that he was in this.
Yep, nah. Turns out it's just Ryuji doing a fucking Sayu impression. Although, like, it might be one of those like Troy Baker, Matt Mercer situation where one's busy, so they call the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, really fun movie. Anything else you guys want to add before we jump into final thoughts and ratings?
Yeah, I think so. And just the subversion of myth was actually very interesting, and I really enjoyed that.
Like Jay had mentioned before in the non-spoiler, there is they give us like a false ending where it's like she went on to live a normal life.
She went on to live a normal life, but she talked to her mom and solved their issues, and now she's living happy on her own
and living a normal life and lived happy.
And then she lived happily ever after, and it's just like, okay, cool. So she learned to come out of her shell. She's more open. She has a good work-life balance, and we're good. Nice.
Then record scratch. Fuck that. I don't want a happy ending.
I want my girlfriend back.
Yeah, and to where we actually got like a bit of a redemption for a kind of annoying character.
Oh, the fuzzball?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Also, when you think about it, this plot twist was hinted all throughout the movie because Yachio already knew Iruha's name, and she was very much interested in Iruha in particular. It's like, why is that if she's just an AI? So we were speculating all throughout. It's like, oh no, there's something more to Yachio. Like we kept thinking, if the brother is the big time streamer, maybe Yachio's the mom, and this is how the mom has been keeping tabs on her daughter.
Yeah. Also, it explains why Fuzzball was jealous.
Yep. Because Inu Doge was the original pet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plot twist that fucking Yachio is Kaguya, but from the past and also the future. Fucking time paradoxes.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when you mix time travel and reincarnation.
Yeah.
But it's utterly fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
It hurt y'all's brains, but I was like,
Brian got it. It hurt my brain.
Brian got it. It broke your brain.
I got it, but I was saying that I could understand how it would break somebody's brain.
Yeah, no, it hurt my brain. I'm not afraid afraid to admit it. It hurt my brain.
Yeah, Jay had to be like, pause, wait a minute. What's going on? Explain to me like I'm five.
And we both explained it to him.
Yeah, no,
It's fine.
I got it eventually, but look, audience, watch the movie. Please tell me I'm not alone, because there's no way I'm alone. That
well,
shit
also,
confused the shit. That confused the fuck out of me.
If you're like a fan of the channel and the
I hate
back
time.
in the day, the now defunct Jay Solo channel.
I hate time travel. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. Doctor Who is my only exception.
To the fact where it birthed one of your more infamous catchphrases from your solo reviewing days.
Yeah, I have two of them actually. Fuck time travel and God damn it, Barry.
Yes.
Which was mostly the result of Barry time traveling like a fucking idiot. God damn it, Barry.
Uh-huh.
I say that while I stare at my Flash Funko Pop. But yeah, really interesting sci-fi twist, even if it did hurt my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
And it did make sense though, because if you go back when she does say Idaha's name, it is more like
familiar. Not
yearning.
yeah.
Like definitely not something that you'd see from like a familial.
Or just from somebody who is acknowledging a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, final thoughts and rating. We'll switch things up. We'll start with Tony. We'll go to Brian, and then we'll end with me. We already talked about it.
You know, honestly, let's get this ball rolling. We talked about this. We don't normally do this, folks, but it's a 10. It's gonna be that. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
It will be like that.
All right. So cat's out the bag. Look.
I'm giving it a 10.
Look, y'all. We don't give these out. We don't give these out as easy as it seems. But we had to admit, just by watching this, it was just like, yo.
It just was so like
refreshing.
Because it's weirdly specific to us, and also like here's the thing with R10s, right? R10s are never objective. Like R10s are more based on how much we enjoyed a thing, not does the plot work 100%? Is the story 100% like airtight? I don't care about that as much. Did I enjoy the fuck out of this? If yes, then 10.
Yeah.
Yes. And what I was gonna say though, I wasn't gonna say that. What I was gonna say is it was also just like weirdly serendipitous, I guess is the right term for it, to where we had a banger summer last year.
Yeah.
Where there were just 10s after 10, and all of them were biased.
Yep.
but
Especially my
also-
Fantastic Four review.
Oh yeah, which technically wasn't a 10.
Yes, it technically wasn't.
But I still, for statistic-wise, classified it as a 10. Anyway, so yeah. Also, the thing is with 10s is they're like when you think about it, and just for you personal, on a you personal level, did you see anything wrong with it?
Or anything that you disliked that or bothered you? Like there's nothing.
Which if you listen to us, we are critical bitches.
Tony and I more so than Brian. Brian is definitely more optimistic than Tony and I. Tony and I are like Tony and I are like Sandler and Waldorf. We're just sitting in our balcony talking shit about stuff.
But there are times, like with Pokemon Horizons, where I will be more critical than y'all.
Yep. And I mean, shit. If you go back a couple episodes and listen to our review of season 3, part 1, that's the lowest we've ever given Horizons.
Oh yeah. But there were at least one time, at least I know of one time, where these guys gave a chunk of episodes of Horizons 10 out of 10, but I didn't.
Yep.
But am I gonna do unanimous 10 out of 10? Oh hell yeah.
Look, man, this movie is just great. If you're a specific type of anime fan, this will check all of the boxes.
And I feel like similar to K-pop Demon Hunters, this was just a nice surprise.
The only thing that like K-pop Demon Hunters has over this is that it has a more in-depth soundtrack. Because music isn't the main focus, and it's more so a plot element than the driving force as opposed to K-pop Demon Hunters, the soundtrack isn't as strong. But it does have some bangers. That Best Princess song that does steal from Oshinoko, that's a banger.
Yes it is. Like, this does have some bangers. But the thing is that people don't realize about K-pop Demon Hunters is not only did the person who did most of the music, EJ, not only was she like very talented, she also was heavily involved in idol culture herself and was like part of a girl group like Huntress. And,
Also,
like,
I don't know who was involved in this movie, but they're clearly either a fan of VTubers or a former VTuber, because there's so many little details that are just inside baseball to VTubing. The fact that they show the software, you know, they know how setup works, they know how the structure of a VTuber live stream. Again, they know all the terms, debut, graduation, stuff like that. Like, you know, they know VTuber stuff.
oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Indeed. Apparently the film was directed by someone named Shingo Yamashita.
Well, hats off to you, sir.
Yep.
Did great. Fucking 10 out of 10. We're not even 10 episodes in, and we've already given out a 10. That's crazy.
Yep.
Season 5 is off to a great start.
Yep.
But yeah, so Brian, I think it's about time we introduce and finally tell the fans what wonderful projects we have coming up next for the podcast.
Well,
But didn't Brian already?
Yeah, Brian gave his
Yes,
10.
I did.
Brian gave his 10.
Just wanted to make sure.
yeah, I said, am I going to give a 10 out of 10, make it unanimous this time? Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
We're looking out for you, buddy.
All good. But yeah.
I feel you. But yeah, so we're taking a wonderful turn next time. We're going from a show that is a movie that is kind of like behind the scenes baseball of one industry to behind the scenes of another industry.
Yep.
We are covering Wonder Man.
Marvel Studios Wonder Man.
Yes, Marvel Studios Wonder Man.
I'm very excited. Like I said, like I alluded to before, I binged this. I binged this week. In between podcast episodes.
Which this was another case where Jay was like, "Okay, so let me just check this out real quick."
And then just watch the entire thing.
Yeah. No. Look, you guys. Reviewing and covering TV is something that I love to do. It's because I love theater, acting, just all parts of television and movies and stuff like that. And this is a love letter to all that shit. If you are a theater kid in any way, shape, or form, you need to see Wonder Man, because this will speak to you in the same way something like Tick Tick Boom speaks to you.
Yeah. Also, it seems like, because I haven't seen it yet, but it does seem like it's gonna like scratch that itch for obscure Marvel character fans.
I still don't fully understand where it connects, and we'll talk about that in the episode itself next week. So if you're one of those junkies who wants to pick up on lore and only watches stuff if it connects to the main story, this might be a skip for you. But like, if you just want really good story, Wonder Man is definitely where it's at.
From what I've heard, this is again as somebody who hasn't seen it, the speculation that I'm hearing is that this is like breadcrumbs for after sequel.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. But until then, we'll catch you guys next week. See you later, y'all. Peace.